see right here that this sign is falling down, that it's actually in people's way. But they will not pick it up. I'm just watching people walk by, step over it. Like, do whatever they can to, like, wait for other people to pass. As long as they don't have to actually stand it back up, which is really easy to do because the wind knocked it down. Alright, first impressions of Albania. Came in on a bus, had a pretty good argument with two different bus drivers who refused to stop smoking on a non-smoking bus ride. Ever since then, it just feels kind of tense here. People feel tense. The driving in the cities is more rushed, more chaotic than even Kosovo was, or Macedonia, or Greece. And it just feels unsettled and edgy. People say it's like going to Greece, but less expensive. And usually when they say that, they're referring to the beaches and the tourism. And from what I've seen, the beach I went to, I would say no, that is not at all the case. I have a feeling that if I have the time to get off the beaten path and the main highways, I'm gonna find a lot of poverty. There's already more gypsies here than I've seen in other places. And some people say they're called Roma people. They're the Roma people. I'm talking about people who are begging on the streets and doing the sad face and knocking on your windows and doing anything they can to not work for money. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what ethnicity they are. So those are who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Roma people. I'm talking about gypsies. So there's that. They're here. And they're not ethnic Albanian. So if you've watched some of the documentaries I've seen claim to be filming Albanian people, you're probably going to get the wrong impression about Albanian people. Albanians are European people. They're north of Greece. They're east of Italy. They're west of Serbia. If you put all that together, that's kind of what you get. I've met a couple people, some Americans, and done a little bit of traveling with them. I met some nice Albanians and had some beers with them. I like that a lot of this is starting to feel ordinary, because that means I've been exposed to it long enough for it to become familiar to me, and that's what I want when I travel. I want my travels to become my life. I want this to feel like my world. I'm finding that once something becomes ordinary, I'm able to see deeper into it because I'm no longer mesmerized by whatever sparkly new things are happening on the surface. I'm glad I'm getting some exposure to Southern Europe before going to Northern Europe. If I had started in Sweden and started working my way down, I feel like I would have been a little shocked when I got here. When I did South America, I started in Peru. I'm kind of glad that I did, because if I had started in Uruguay, gone through Argentina and Chile, and then once I got to Peru, I would have been pretty shocked, because I would have been expecting normalcy. So it's kind of helpful sometimes to start at the more challenging places, kind of work your way back towards your comfort zones from there. Albania has Tirana as its capital city. It's a pretty legitimate capital city as far as my experiences go. It has the things I expect to find in other capital cities. It's got nice places to hang out. It's got, from what I can tell, some good food and good prices. This is much more impressive than I expected. I think this is the first castle or archaeological site I've been to where nothing is closed off. There's no ropes, there's no guardrails, there's no do not enter signs. There's something you don't want to fall off, but if you do, it's up to you. If you look at this cistern, you can see that the roof is all sloped down toward the inlet. What? Oh. No way. I cannot believe you're allowed to be in here. No handrails, nothing, just stairs going right down into the water. And you can go if you want. There's a whole town, a whole old town outside the city, outside the walls of the castle.
Look this.
Okay. Nice. Pretty sure these kids are gonna take me someplace I can't get out of. They're gonna lock me in. That's what all these steps are.
Oh, do you come with our at the tunnel? Because there is very beautiful.